From the biggest moments
Can you believe it?
to gold medal championships,
Sidney Crosby, the golden goal!
it's your update on Canada's game. You're listening to the True North Ice podcast with Jacob Ewing and Caleb Schneider. Welcome to the True North Ice podcast, where we talk all things Hockey Canada and everything Canadian hockey related. As always, we're your hosts. My name is Jacob Ewing, joined alongside my good buddy Caleb Schneider. Welcome to a bit of a shortened episode. We thought we needed to get one out because a big tournament has wrapped up, Caleb. Canada at the U18 Women's World Championship finishes with a shiny silver at the 2-0 defeat to the USA just a couple hours ago.
Yeah. Tough way to end the tournament. Obviously, we all knew it was going to come down to Canada, USA. And honestly, it was a pretty fun game. Both teams had good chances. I think Canada in the end had a lot more better chances. They just couldn't convert. USA's goalie was unbelievable. I don't have the name right off the top of my head right now, but man, she deserves all the credit. I'm sure. I don't remember the players of the game, but I'm sure she was a player of the game. She was unbelievable.
Bianca Biarteri. She made 38 saves. Yeah. And there's a lot of them are really nice saves too. Yeah. Basically what you just said, Canada had a hard time kind of getting established in the offensive zone. Like, yeah, they had their chances and they dominated. I wouldn't say dominated, but they definitely, like, you talk about possession of the puck. Like, I think Canada probably had a majority of it. It was just, you couldn't get anything established. You'd get to the neutral zone and get to the offensive and maybe have a chance off the rush. But after that, it's kind of creating that secondary chance, maybe grabbing the rebound, throwing it back to the point or even behind the goal line, working it around on the cycle. That's where Canada really struggled. And the USA were able to pot home a couple of a really skillful goal in the first one and then just a gritty goal in the second one to make it. To find their goals. Canada just couldn't beat a hot goalie tonight. That's all it was.
The offense in their offensive zone, they lost a lot of puck battles. Anything down low, they couldn't get anything created. They had a lot of chances in front of the net, in the crease, in the slot too, but they couldn't find the back of the net. But really, I think a big factor too. I think they could have easily had 50 shots on net if they just were able to hold the zone a little bit longer. USA did a really good job to find that puck in their zone, steal the puck, win those puck battles, and they're able to flip it out, skate it out. But in the end, like the rush chances, I was shocked. There was a lot of rush chances. Like I don't know the last time I've seen a game like that where it's most of the big chances are on a rush. Like a lot of 2-on-1s. Like it was insane.
Well, to be fair, I feel like actually Canada scored a lot of their goals in this tournament against the weaker teams on the rush.
Yes,
use their speed, and that's what Canada was comfortable with. That's what they've had to do all tournament long, and they obviously understand that going into a game against the USA, like it's gonna have to be different. But it almost seemed like they were looking for the same chances they've had all tournament long, and you're not gonna find that against the team USA who plays just as tight of a game as you do.
I think. Also another factor with that, yes, they scored most of their goals on a rush. I think it's more their opponents, obviously much, much weaker. They just aren't good defensively on those rush chances. Canada's just so skilled that they're going to, not easily, but they're going to have a high percent of scoring goals on those rushes because they're just much more skilled. Those players are going to overskill the game, right? Not many teams are going to be able to push that puck out to the boards, out back to the blue line, keep the puck away from the net, right? So,
yeah. Okay, let's break down the 2 goals today for Team USA. The first one was actually really nice. Emily Pohl scored it, and it was right off a face-off, actually a little set play, and so basically off the face-off, the American, it looks like Tala Hansen, pushes it through the opposing centerman's legs, and then goes around her, retains the puck, and passes it back door. And Pohl is just there just to plot in. It was a perfectly placed puck. It was a perfectly placed scenario right off the draw. Coaches drew it up, and they executed to a T. And, I mean, in a tight game, we talk about, you're not going to get a lot of, you're not going to get a crazy amount of high danger scoring chances. It's going to take smart plays. That was a great draw by the coach. That is a well-coached play right there. And Canada did not expect something like that to be pulled.
That was NHL 26 in rookie mode right there. You do the face off dangle or whatever that move is. You win that every time if you time it up perfectly, and then just right out front, sweet pass. Not much the goalie could do there, Chiros, but just really well played. And I mean, for an 18U level tournament, I wouldn't have thought we'd see something like that be whipped out. So pretty good on the US. And
especially against a team like Canada. I expected that to happen maybe like it's a Hungary or Finland or
And I mean, really Canada, the play was like they couldn't do anything other than either push on that draw or just win it cleanly, which there's nothing else they could do. The girl that scored the goal, I mean, sure, she beat the defender, but still just really well played by the US and definitely a deserving goal.
Yeah, I don't think you saw Canada try anything like that. You had your chances, obviously, but nothing crazy creatively, to be honest. No. And that kind of there's a lot of talented kids on the ice, a lot of talented players. And we've seen the creative plays. We've seen them whip it around a bunch, just outskill teams. And we didn't see any of that tonight. He did. Obviously, you just could also, they had trouble beating a hot goalie. You'd run into a goalie, haven't had that problem all tournament long. How do you face through that adversity? You have to switch up the strategy. Of course, if you move the puck around, you get through seams, you're going to have your chances on those kind of cross crease. But those aren't working, well, then maybe go to the garbage goals. Well, then maybe you start shooting from the point and you just put bodies in front. There's many different strategies, and it kind of seemed like they weren't as dynamic as they needed to be. They just kind of kept to the same strategy, kept punching it, but it wasn't working, and it didn't work for a complete 60 minutes.
100%. Yeah, it just offense, the USA did a really good job just pushing that offense away from the net. And yeah, I think it's a very interesting dynamic. Both teams really sure, Canada, Sweden was okay, and Czechia, they held their own, but it fell apart when Canada played them. I can't remember exactly USA Czechia that game, but there's no, these teams are not nearly as dominant or not nearly as skilled as USA Canada, right? So really coming into it's a different game. I think I wouldn't be able to make a prediction of who would have won. I wouldn't be putting bets on this game because I haven't seen what these teams do against a good opponent. You know what I mean? And I think we're seeing there's the bottom team. Some of the games are fun. I didn't watch all the games live, obviously, but I watched back a couple of the highlight packs of other games. Though when I don't know, I did watch the Hungary-Finland relegation game and a few other the bottom tier teams. Those are entertaining, competitive, even a little physical, a lot of goal scoring chances. They're fun games and they're getting there, but it's going to be still a while before we see a team really compete against USA Canada. I know Czechia a few years knocked Canada out in the semifinals. But yeah, it's just a different dynamic when Canada USA play in this tournament because it's different skill.
Yeah, no, exactly. Okay, let's talk about this second goal then. So they scored the first one. I also want to mention Canada had at least 10 more shots than USA did at pretty much all points of this game. Even out the gates, Canada looked like the better team in the first 10 minutes immediately. Chances wise, I thought they were going to control the game, honestly. We've seen it so many times where they come out.
I think they kind of did control the game, it felt
like. They did. Absolutely, they did.
Our entire way through.
Yeah. But I wouldn't say USA was chasing the game either.
No, sure.
I think Canada couldn't really hold the blue line. They would lose the one-on-ones, but they had the better offensive chances. But the little details of the game, we've talked about it before, even on the men's side. You can outskill any team, but the details, the forecheck, the one-on-one battles, those things will overall, if you win majority of those, you're setting yourself up for a great chance to win the game.
Right.
And it's been a thing with Hockey Canada recently that we seem to get outbeat in those attributes rather than who is the more skillful team on the ice.
Yeah, it feels like we've men's, women's, U18s, U20s, doesn't matter. I feel like in the end, a lot of these losses in these medal games, semifinal, quarter games, we get outworked. Like that's kind of what it feels like. USA played a full 60 minutes. I'd say Canada did too, but just USA, unbelievable. Unbelievable that they kept pushing through. We didn't see anything fall apart. You could see, like, even in the timeout, Canada took with a minute and a half. Like, coach is just firing in all cylinders on the USA side, just keep the puck away from the net. And they did that. They did exactly that. Canada had no chances in that minute and 30 with the 6-on-5. So,
yeah, and you gotta give a big shout out to their goaltender too. But I know we already gave her big props, but like seriously, if you could average goaltending there, I don't know if they win that game. Not gonna lie, like the U.S. definitely got away with one because they had an elite goaltending performance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm not gonna say she stole the game, but when you make 38 saves, and your team only scores 2 goals, like you attributed to a big success there. And she won player of the game for it, obviously. Yeah. I mean, you get a shutout, you're gonna get player of the game.
Exactly. But I think like there was good chances for both teams, but Canada definitely had by far more. There's a lot more cross crease stuff from Canada. And like what you said, a lot of rush chances, though you're going to make some pretty darn good saves in those rush chances. So special teams, even Canada's power play didn't seem super special in my opinion.
No, they only got one. Got one here today. There was only 2 penalties in the entire game.
Yeah, they let them kind of play. There was, in the third period, there was definitely a few that were penalties, but the refs just let them play on, which I think is fine.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, it was a good fast-paced game, so
it was good hockey.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. Yes,
and I'll bring this up too, Cal. Was it the fans' fault for doing the wave in the second period?
So basically, I know we just said a gazillion reasons why Canada lost and why USA deserves it, but we all know, like, they did the wave. They tried doing the wave in the first period, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if it was successful or not, but whatever they did the wave, it was second or third. That's when I knew the game was over. I think it was the third period. Game was over when they did the wave. If you're a fan, don't do the wave, especially in a game like this. Biggest game of some of these players' lives. Gold medal game.
Don't do the wave.
Do not do the wave. It's truly pathetic. I'm sorry, but the wave is one of the most stupid things ever, and we all know the wave. Like the wave jinxes teams, man.
Was there something like? Is there a team that kind of like flagship this whole "don't do the wave because you'll lose," or like an event that kind of started this whole trend? Because I even like going to watching baseball this year. Like that's when I first heard the term "don't do the wave" with the Blue Jays. Yes. Yeah. Going to Blue Jays games, our buddies were like, "Yo, don't do." Diehard Jays fans and like, "Don't do the wave, we'll lose."
Yeah.
And now it's evolved to all sports, So
I mean, I haven't seen a wave in American football. Granted, I've only seen like 2 games a year, but like the game we watched today, I did not see the wave going on.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like that was a stressful game. Nobody's doing the freaking wave, right?
No, yeah.
So yeah, no, 100%. That's the biggest reason. The wave is stupid. And I like, you think it's corny, but really it's a stupid thing for fans to do. So.
Okay.
What's your thoughts on the wave?
The wave, it's all right. It depends on the scenario. Okay, we'll talk about the media all-stars for Team Canada. Sophia Ismail had a fantastic tournament.
She's tied for second in points.
Yeah, how many points she got?
15.
Okay.
7 goals, 8 assists.
Yeah, okay. The other Canadian who I know finished with 10 goals, Adriana Milani. Yeah. She had oh my gosh. How old is she too? I don't know. I think she's eligible to return next year.
She might be. I don't know.
Could be tripping. Could be tripping.
She's an 09.
09. She is 16 years old at this tournament and scored 10 goals. Mm-hmm. Like, come on now. Yeah. That is fantastic. Yeah. Like, I don't want to know where she's going to go to school. I don't want to know where she's going to commit.
She probably, some of them probably have commits already, right?
Dude, she's been putting up numbers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
10 goals. When she was 14 years old playing in U22, she put up 31 points in 41 games.
It's pretty good.
People 8 years older than her.
Right, yeah. There's not many U22s playing there, but yeah.
No, but still, that's pretty cool.
for
Okay,
sure.
so she gets one of them, 10 goals, like
Yeah.
just fantastic.
Yeah.
And then
She's very
Megan Mossy,
dynamic.
yeah, no, she is. Megan Mossy is the other one, the
Okay.
defender.
She had what, 12 points, 11 points,
Yeah,
2 goals, 9 assists.
yeah, from PEI too. So get to stay on the Maritimes playing that tournament.
Quickly going back to you said it was Ishmael, and you said Ishmael's one of the All-Stars.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was one of them.
So her and Milani, I think, in this USA game, very like they had a lot of good chances, like very dynamic. And if you just watched one game, you probably could have picked those two out, even though they didn't score. Like nobody scored for Canada. They were big standouts in my opinion. They caught my eye a lot.
Okay.
I know obviously they look good in all the other 6 games they played or whatever, or 5 games, but in that USA game they really stood out. I don't know if they're in the same line. I think they probably were at one point, but Canada had like 3 really good lines, but they really stood out in that USA game. So
yeah, I like that. I like that. Okay, and then no Canadians. No Canadians wins best goalie, best defender, or best forward. All of them. Jane Daly wins best forward, best defender, Maggie Averill, and then best goalkeeper. It's gonna be. I know she's the Switzerland goalie, and she was really good. She had very good numbers this year actually. She kind of let Switzerland kind of not get dragged down too bad.
Shrupkowski?
But yes,
Shrupkowski?
Norina.
Huh? Yeah, for a Switzerland team.
Good for her. The only player not from Canada or USA to be on the media squad.
Interesting.
And,
yeah, when you have a 263 goals against when you're playing, well, she would have. I don't know if she played Canada, but she definitely played. I think she played USA. Or did they play Czechia? I don't know. Anyways, that's pretty darn good. So obviously they're knocked out in the quarters, but that's pretty good. She's also no 9, so does that mean she can come back next year?
Yeah, all 9s can come back next year.
Okay,
they'll be 17. Now I'm trying to see if I can find the 3 players of the tournament for Canada. Maybe that was already assessed in the semifinals.
I think they announced them at the end of the USA game, or maybe that's just the All-Stars. I don't know.
This is what I am looking for.
Well, maybe it was those 3 players you named.
Oh, here it is. They did it. It looks, if this is right. Yes, they did. They already gave them out at the end of the Czechia game.
Okay.
When they won the semis.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Haley McDonald, captain. Can you guess the other 2?
Well, I'd go Ishmael.
Ishmael is not on there. Funny enough, the three Canadians. No, the 3 Canadians who are on the media team, none of them they're all different on the players of the tournament.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, then Rachel Piggott.
Yes, Piggott is one of them. That
So
just goes to speak how many good players. Like there was a lot of good high-end offense for Canada this year at the tournament.
You said McKinnon, or do you say McDonald?
McDonald.
I'll go Cordy.
No, not Cordy.
So
Cordy was in the option though. No, that's a forward.
Off the top of my head, I got to look at the stats again. Lori Aubin? I don't know.
No.
Boy, we're going down this. We're going. Rosalie Tremblay.
Yes, Tremblay.
Our goat.
Tremblay, Piggott, and McDonald. The 3 best players in the tournament for Canada. They all had good tournaments. They all did. There's a lot of good players who put up a lot of like really nice points, put up really nice goals in group play, because we just beat down in so many different teams.
Yeah,
but no one could fool a goalie today in the championship game. Like the top end offense was really good. I thought like the top 6 could dance around to anybody and find the back of the net so easily.
Yeah,
in every other game except for the gold medal game.
Yeah, 100%. It was crazy. It was a crazy dynamic to see. I don't know how they didn't score. There were some unbelievable chances in that USA game, but just
couldn't beat a hot goalie. That's all.
Yeah, I don't really think we need to touch too much on group stage and the semis and the quarters. Like, come on, like no offense to these other countries, but Like we kind of knew they're going to be all blowouts. I thought like, you know what, Sweden looked okay. Czechia looked okay. But still, like Canada was by far, they had more skill, right?
Yeah.
Like I thought Sweden would be tougher than what it was. Sweden scored first in that game too, in this final prelim game for first in their pool. And then I think they also made it 2-1. They were up 2-1. But after that, we just kind of took the puck, skated, dominated.
Yeah. Yeah, that Sweden game actually, first little bit of that Sweden game
It was fun. It was fun to watch.
You know what? It gave me a little, okay, we're in one here.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the team just took over. But
yeah. I think
Sweden
really
doesn't even,
they really deployed. Sweden really deployed their top six in that first period, and then they you could tell the top six just didn't have it anymore. They're tired, not as efficient. So then when you start to spread the lines out, Canada really just exploited that, because Canada's got three really good lines, and that fourth line still really good offensively too. So
yeah, no, exactly. Then Sweden actually doesn't even win a medal. Czech Republic, Czechia beats Switzerland in the bronze medal game. So good for the Czechs. They're up on all aspects of the international hockey stage, man.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what they do at the Olympics on both sides. I'm actually very excited how to see them perform on the women's side too. They got some good PWHLers who are. So I'm very excited to see how they do.
I think it's crazy. Finland's the one that gets relegated first time IIHF history. They've been relegated ever from the top stage.
Crazy stuff.
I never would have thought about that. Obviously, I don't know the players at all on Finland, but you would have thought they'd have a well-rounded system, well-rounded structure, and they looked pretty bad. So it's about it. Like they lost 14-0 to USA. They got blown out by, was it Slovakia? I don't know. No, they got blown out by Czechia. Slovakia was 5-2, but still.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't really comment on the other teams either, because I have no freaking clue where any of them play. They're obviously in some youth league out in those countries, but
yeah. I'm gonna say this though. The USA had the highest number of goals, never trailed.
Yeah.
And were never tied against a team if you're not counting 0-0.
Yeah, they always led the game.
Yeah. Damn. That was they dominated, man.
For sure.
And I don't know. Just felt like, you know what? Really felt like we could have one. Like,
yeah. We're 0-2 in 2026.
The team, it was literally just the goal scoring. It was just finding a way to beat a goalie. I feel like everything else was fine. Like, yes, maybe we could want more to win more one-on-one battles. Yes, maybe we could hold the line a bit better, have a better neutral zone. But, man, they were all good.
Yeah.
You just had to find a way to finish. That's all. That's the only thing I have to touch on. It's just, you got to find a way to score.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Players really it sucks seeing these players devastated after the game. Still really well earned. Like they dominated the rest of the tournament pretty much. Well earned silver medal. Sure, the States are better, but well earned. There's gonna be some good players returning next year. No super. I mean, if Milani's coming back, like we talked about, maybe she'll be the game breaker. But nobody really else stood out as a game breaker to me that's coming back, unless I'm missing someone. But
I don't think there's. I literally don't think there's many. I think there may be 3 people coming back next year. We're eligible to come back next year. But the thing about it is, like, especially the women's U18s, like they cycle pretty well. How many people returned? There's only 3 players last year that came back this year.
There's a big turnover.
Right,
I think it was 3 or 4. Yeah.
And there's enough skill. There's enough skill to do that. And Canada will come back next year with a very good roster.
Right. Oh yeah, every year. It's just our youth hockey in Canada is far and away first or second in the world, right? So
yeah. And okay, so my next question will be: we saw obviously Kramer and Primerano played in this tournament just 2 years ago, and now are getting looks at the national team. and we talk about always when we talk women's hockey that Canada needs like more younger skill on this team. Do you have anybody in your mind who you think, not obviously in a couple years, what Primerano and Kramer are doing is insane.
Yeah.
Because they're so young. But anybody who could potentially could play for the national team? Yeah, 5 years from now, yeah.
I think, the fact that Milani scored 10 goals as a 09 speaks to me.
Insane.
She's really dynamic. If I had to put a bet, I'd probably pick her over Ishmael just because younger, more goals. But Ishmael's really dynamic too. I'm sure down the road, there's definitely a good chance for that as well. I don't really know, like past tournaments, obviously no Premier or no Kramer, but other than that, like I don't know if there's anybody else I'd be competing with those players. You know what I mean? Like there's not many players to choose from right now from this like kind of age. So I think the odds are still pretty good for Milani or Ishmael. So
okay.
Defense wise, I think they have a couple like decent sized defenders too. But I definitely pick one of those two forwards first.
Okay. Yeah, the defenders are pretty good right now too for Canada. So I was thinking like if we're going to bring somebody from Team Canada, like if you're going to call one of these guys up in 3 years, it's going to be a forward, I think, rather than the D. The D is on lockdown in Canada.
Yeah, there's
at the women's national team.
There'll be some turnover, but there's still some players that just missed the Olympic team that will probably be locks in the next 4 years. So
yeah. A tough break. Tough break and there was a lot of, to be fair though, I want to give a big shout out to Sydney, Nova Scotia for the incredible hospitality they had and the incredible atmosphere they provided to the broadcast for us watching, because the women's U18s is something that's a lot of time overlooked and maybe doesn't get a lot of coverage. Like TSN
we
obviously
get a
gives
lot
the
of
coverage.
comments about that.
Yeah. And man, I've been around that community before, and I knew they were going to show up because they love anything and everything that's in the community, and they're very prideful. And they did an incredible job of like packing that stadium, cheering to the very end, even though their team didn't score a single goal in that game. But they were always, as Caleb, you said earlier in a video we recorded, Cape Bretoners love a good hoot. And so they were there till the very end.
Say that. I have two. Actually, first I'll do shout out, then a question. Shout out Andrew McDonald or whatever his name is.
Yeah. Frankie
McDonald. Shout out Frankie McDonald.
I hope he was in the building tonight.
I don't think he was.
He should be there. He's a local legend. He's the GOAT, man. So,
and then I still don't know the geography here. Let's get this geography out of the way. So Nova Scotia is an island, right? Is Nova Scotia just Cape Breton?
What do you mean?
Like, what is Cape Breton an island in Nova Scotia, or is it the entire thing?
No, Cape Breton is an island in Nova Scotia,
and it's got Sydney.
Sydney is like it's in the middle.
Is the capital? Is the capital Sydney? Or is it?
I don't think so. I don't think Cape Breton has a capital. Halifax is the capital.
Oh, Halifax.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Halifax isn't really on an island, is it? Oh, okay. Now I know.
It's like Cape Breton's the upper half, and it's like an island.
Right. It's okay. It's not connected to the land. Okay. It's not like PEI where it's an actual island.
No. Okay. It's in like it takes like an hour and a half to know.
Yeah, I don't know geography really. So
it's a beautiful place.
I didn't really understand why they kept saying Cape Breton when it's the whole Nova Scotia, but
I know, man, it's sense. Prideful. Yeah. The Cape Bretoners are very, very prideful of where they're from. They are. Trust me. So, it's a great place. Been there a couple times. So
there you go.
We'll have to go one day, and we could go to Sydney, Nova Scotia, and see Frankie and
juniors a decade from now.
Yeah.
Or maybe they don't do world championships, so. They don't do world championships in Canada, so. Actually, U18s, I think they do U18s men's as well in Canada, so maybe that.
Where was the U18s men's this year?
Last year, it was in Texas.
Yes.
Oh, this year? I don't know. This year. It's probably overseas. I can look quick.
I'm looking too.
I think it's probably overseas just because it was in Texas this past year. But okay, let's see here. It's in Slovakia.
Wow.
Slovakia. I can't think of a Slovak is there any Slovaks 2026 draft eligible that are good this year from the junior team off the top of your head?
Oh,
I don't know. That's probably going to be my favorite tournament this year. Like, I know I love the World Juniors, but I think that'll be more interesting to me.
U18s.
I love the draft on the men's side. I kind of wish that when are you eligible to be drafted in PWHL? Is it 22 or 21? I think they should do older. I think they should do a U20 or whatever U22 IHF event.
Okay.
For like that kind of draft showcase, because at U18, like sometimes you don't get the top prospects because they're still in the CHL or the Mem Cup runs, but you get a good chunk. Like, come on, we saw obviously Brady Martin was on that team last year. He went 5th, and like tons of other guys. Keen Verhoff was on that team. Who's going this year? Like, there's a lot of first round picks in that tournament. Sweden had an unbelievable team. Like, they had Frondell. I think Stenberg was still on that team. Bjork was on that team as well. So
a lot of those guys don't get spotlight too until the World Juniors.
No. Not many people are watching stuff over on Europe either. They're just seeing the clips, right? So I think that'd be cool for the. I think it'd be cool for the women's. It's just that's another tournament that I understand financials and all the business aspect.
Oh, that'd be so good though.
It would be good to, like, I know there's only 30 players.
It would just be like
picked.
pretty much. You should just do a Team Canada versus Team USA.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, true. Thing. Yeah. That would
just be a bunch of college
showcase.
Kids.
Yeah,
just be a bunch of college kids.
Yeah, showcase. I think that'd be cool, but yeah, I guess that's another tournament that'd be tough to pull numbers for that. But no, that'd be cool. A good showcase. USA, Canada, something like that. That'd be fun.
Yes, I do agree. Like 18 years old is, especially for the P-Dub, which drafts when I think around like 23, 20, 22, 23,
yeah.
maybe 24.
Well, how old's Sarah Fillier though? She not like 22?
24.
24. So
maybe
22.
23. She could be 23 though.
Okay, so maybe it's 21. Whatever. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I don't know if that will ever happen, but like, I'm curious what I know PWHL is very still just starting. Are the scouting departments big in those teams? Are teams like coming out to this tournament?
They're probably like branching out for sure.
But like, are teams coming to this tournament? Like, do you think teams are coming to this tournament to watch? Because like, it's so
very early.
If you're draft eligible when you're 22 years old, like, that's 4 years.
Like, I
think you just go to the college games, NCAA, and then
that is definitely where they're focusing their scouting.
I know there's a few U Sports players. I don't think there was any last year, but there's usually a couple U. The first 2 drafts there were, so
that's kind of cool. Yeah. Okay, here is the USA Hockey in 2025 recap. So World Junior gold medal. Obviously not 2026, but the year before that, they won gold in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Then U18 women's silver. Or Canada took gold. Then, I don't know what this is, but a 4 NFO second place. Okay, whatever. Second place. U18 men bronze. Okay. So medals to the men's U18s. And then it's women's world.
Four Nations face off is probably NFO or something like that.
That's exactly what that is. Four Nations face off. Yeah. Second, that's of course, yeah. Women's world gold, men's world gold, world sled men's gold, U17 4/5 nations face off second place, Helenka Gretzky gold, world sled women gold.
Yeah, and I think they went undefeated in the showcase too, the World Junior Showcase in the summer too. So
sure, if you want to add that in there, sure.
I could be wrong though.
And they got a medal at Spangler, the college team.
That doesn't count, dude.
Yeah, it does.
Half the team is not from USA.
Oh, you're right. But still though, on the freaking Oh my gosh.
If USA Hockey
On the scorebug,
advertises that,
it said USA. So
I know, but like that's not. Come on, Adam Gajan from Slovakia was their starting goalie.
still play for
Juniors
Team
legend,
USA.
or no, he's maybe Czechia goalie. I don't think he was Slovak, but that's kind of stupid in my opinion. No offense.
Had to bring it up, man. Depends what you
whatever.
value.
I don't value that.
And Florida won the cup, so
Yeah, well, looks like it's gonna be another year of USA winning the cup. So just add that right now. 2026, 3 championships.
3 in a row.
No, I'm not saying Florida will win. I'm just saying a USA team will win.
Nah. Yeah, probably.
Florida might not even make it.
I think the Habs or the Oilers are our only chance.
The Habs are our only chance.
Okay, the Oilers will always have a chance.
The Habs
Big
are the only
David.
chance.
With McDavid, the Oilers will always have a chance.
I don't know, man. We'll see.
Okay.
Not with the goaltending situation, my friend. Sorry, but that's just not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Sharks have a
Yes.
better chance of winning than the frickin' Oilers do because they just have a better goalie.
What about Stu was a great goalie to get him to back-to-back cup finals?
Well, they traded him anyway, so now they have
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Calvin
Stu,
Pickard and Tristan
Stu was a
Jarry.
good goalie then, right?
No,
Then how he got
That's why
them
they
to game
lost.
7 of this
doesn't matter. They
one
lost.
game.
Yeah. Imagine they just had a decent goalie. They would have not even. They would have been done in 4. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I thought. Yeah. So USA, they kind of dominated us. Unfortunately, I think we have 1 gold medal, 2 if you include the U17s, even though we didn't really cover it since we started this podcast.
But yeah,
4
yeah,
nations, I don't know if that really counts.
it does.
We
sure.
kind of started right after, but the Instagram account was made before. So I
Oh,
don't
you're
know.
talking for us.
Yeah.
For us.
TNI record.
Yeah,
It's
you
really
could
bad. The record's really bad.
Yeah, we are. That's actually very true. We do. It's been a lot of USA talk since we started. So
Yeah. So, hey, USA lost in the quarters in the World Juniors, also something to chew on. All right, so let's
Something to
wrap this
chew
thing
on.
up. We gotta get going.
okay. Yeah. Canada finished second, a silver medal for the Canadians at the Women's U18s World Championship. The second event of the year, if you count the World Juniors, because that's technically a 2026 event. Next up, Caleb, the cream of the crop is the big dog. February 5th, mark your calendars. The Women's Olympics kicks off, and the men's kick off very soon after that. It's Olympic time. Oh man, we are locked in. It's the biggest event of every 4 years, baby. You cannot get much bigger than this. So if you want all your coverage of the Olympics, everything Hockey Canada, everything Canadian hockey related, follow us here on True North Ice. Short form and graphics content, everything you could ask for on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at True North Ice, where we're grinding every single day, posting coverage of all your favorite events. And of course, the True North Ice podcast on all your favorite podcast platforms. So follow us there. We're still posting twice a week as we lead up to the Big Dog Olympics. Kale, final thoughts on today's shortened but sweet episode.
Unfortunate. Canada looked like the better team, but it just couldn't pull through. Got goalied a little bit. The wave ended the whole tournament, though. But I'm glad they officially closed the tournament, too. I'm glad they keep doing that because that's stupid. So
Yeah, that was good. Also, good graphic today. Good graphic. Get to work fast on your feet. This guy only had a gold medal graphic made up, by the way.
I
He
screwed
was
up.
this confident. He was this confident about winning
No,
it.
I just kind of forgot that they could come second.
He forgot that second was a thing.
Listen, if I'm not gonna ever post the gold medal graphic, but the gold medal graphic would look very similar to the silver medal
nice.
graphic.
It was not.
I think
better.
it's better. I think it is better. I did some
Of course,
extra
gold
work
is always
on it,
better.
but yeah.
Gold is always better. Okay, that will do it. As I said, follow us everywhere. True North Ice podcast coming out twice a week. Olympics are soon. I've been Jacob Ewing. He's been Caleb Snyder. We've been the True North Ice podcast. Thank you for listening.